hard right now.
You know what? I agree with you. So 2020, we're still going to stay healthy, even though it feels like we can snack all the time, right? A lot of us are working from home. We're nibbling here and there. Next thing you know, we're dealing with quarantine 15. So family physician and professor at West Virginia University School of Medicine. All right, Dr. Mark, I have so many questions for you. I would imagine a lot of people come to you and say, all right, shelter in place. I'm eating bad things. Do you believe in quarantine 15? That's my question to you.
Quarantine 15? Yeah, I think it depends. I've seen some bright spots, Brittany. People are planting gardens, and I've got friends with chickens and local ranches and farms. But the majority of people, because this has been an economic crisis too, and a stress crisis, so the middle of the grocery stores are clearing out around the country, and these are those processed foods loaded with sugar, loaded with white flour, loaded with vegetable oils. And these are the foods that create that inflammation, create that insulin resistance, drive the diabetes and obesity. So I think you have a choice. I think do we know that everyone gained 15 pounds? It's probably not true, but nationally, obesity is at 40% now, and that pandemic continues to rise, meaning we have not flattened out that curve yet. So these are slow trends, but they're not going in the right direction. So now is the time where maybe we can take some action to get ready for the next wave or the next virus pandemic, because we need healthy immune systems and healthy bodies to deal with these things.
Yeah, it sounds like we have to really be proactive in what we eat. And I love that you brought up finances too, because sometimes you're like, I only have $5. I'm going to go to McDonald's because I can feed my family. But if you're conscious, I think you can find some stuff at the grocery store to stretch it, like beans and soup and things like that. So what role does obesity play in your overall health? Because that's what we're trying to do, stay healthy.
Yeah, so obesity, medical obesity, affects our immune system, and a dysregulated immune system affects our body's response when we're exposed to COVID. And 90% of people who end up in the hospital have a comorbidity. And the majority of these comorbidities, whether it's diabetes, obesity, hypertension, is driven by something related to our diet. I've partnered with Atkins to create just simple lifestyle choices that are not expensive. They're budget friendly. So for one, you just hard lock down the junk food, quarantine the junk food. This is the simple sugars, processed carbohydrates, all the white stuff. Eat the real foods that are local to you. In Sacramento, gosh, you've got wonderful local farms, local farm stands. So you're in a wonderful place there in the valley to live like that. Move your body, California, wherever you are in the country, trails everywhere, beautiful climate and sunshine. That is the safest place to be. Get outside, stay hydrated. And, when I lived out there, I was just drinking up water because in summertime it got hot.
Yes, it does.
And so don't drink your sugar, and sleep. Get that good quality sleep, because sleep is the Swiss Army knife of health. And if your sleep is off, that also sets a lot of the immune dysregulation. So I want to thank you. These are really good questions. The website Atkins.com has a lot more information just on those basic tips. If you want to kind of just start with the basics, and the basics are what it's at. This is not exotic or fancy stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for helping us, because like I said, sometimes we can feel hopeless, but what you're saying is, hey, no, we are going to be in this situation, so we got to figure out how to manage it. From somebody who in their dress has size 2 all the way up to 12, I definitely appreciate what you're saying, and that is to be consistent. So we'll definitely check you out online as well. Thank you so much for your time today.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.